What's up? This your boy JG, back with another video on music tips and reviews with JG. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. If you're tuning in on Facebook, if you can comment on YouTube, music tips and reviews with JG on my YouTube, and also I can see your comments on Facebook. So again, appreciate y'all for watching. My show tonight. So if you want to support my channel, feel free to cash at me $JGillsVA. And also, if you're on YouTube, I have super chat. So if you want to support your boy on YouTube, feel free to do so. And I appreciate y'all for watching. Those who are going to join in, appreciate y'all for watching. This show has been very interesting. Music tips, the SWV and Xscape show, Queens of R&B. Very good show. The show is produced by the queen of reality TV, Mona Scott Young. She produced this show. Very good show. A lot of big artists, from the 90s, SWV and Xscape, huge artists, huge groups, huge female groups in the 1990s. And so we're gonna talk about the show. Episode 1 through 3 was very good. I saw all 3 of them, all the episodes. So I want to do a review of the show. And if you come up here, feel free to comment. Leave your comments about the show as well. What you thought about what was going on in the episodes. It's good to see the background of each artist, each of the artists in the groups, each of the singers in the group, just to see, their background, where they're from, how they grew up, how they got into the entertainment. I think that was good. Seeing that Coco, shout out to Coco. She in the VA, and so it's good to see those clips from Virginia Beach, familiar places for me. It's good to see those places in the reality show, and her son, he's an inspiring artist that's trying to come out and really have his place in the music industry. So it's good to see that relationship between Coco and her son. It was good to see that relationship between the Coco and her son, Jay. As he's trying to get into it, he's very, you could tell he's very serious about this music, and he want to be like his mom. He want to be in the industry and be his own artist. And it's kind of a struggle because Coco and her mom, they've had their experience in the industry. Her mom was a singer. How you doing? $Tia Wassels. Hope I'm saying your last name right. Appreciate you for tuning in. Appreciate you. It was very interesting. Hopefully he got a backup plan. Hopefully he got a backup plan for that, because Coco and her, and the mom expressed that it's hard. You're not guaranteed. You're not guaranteed to have, sustainable success in the music business. And Coco experienced that. And her, they had a cold moment in their career, SWV. He said, plus he want to do music, but he asking to buy a bag. He should be paying rent and buying his own bag. True. Do y'all think y'all think Coco is kind of easy on him I think she's in the middle. You know, she want to support him. At the same time, she really wants to give him a message of reality. At the same time, I said people gotta realize everybody don't make it. Yeah, true. Everybody don't make it. You know, it's all about relationships, all about networking, all about, you know, how much talent you have. Because, you know, him being just an artist, it's really not a lot of money in that. And yeah, Coco is being real with him. True. And so the story goes on. You know, they go to each of their houses, and you know, they really show you know, where they're from. And I like the way they got into, you know, Taj. You know, she's a family. She has a family. She's a wife, you know, to football player Eddie George from the he played for the Tennessee Titans, and she enjoys staying in Nashville, Tennessee. They got a son, and I like them showing that part of her life. You know, she's coming home. I believe they went to Africa in the episodes, and it was good to see, you know, that, you know, their normal life outside of music. And she said, you know, she said on I believe Instagram, she liked, you know, that they could go out, and she feel like she's 22 or 20 something years old again, you know, going out with SWV. And very interesting at the end of episode 3. But I want to start from episode 1. Of course, yeah, so many who talent and don't make it. Yeah, there's so many talented people, but you know, everybody can't make it. It's all about the drive, and it's all about who sees you. You know, the attention you have as far as, you know, being in the industry. And so yeah, it's very difficult, you know, as far as the industry is concerned. And shout out to Tia. She's saying music don't sell how it used to. You know, SWV and Xscape can keep touring for the rest of her life. Yeah, they can tour for the rest of their life, because you know, their catalog is very extensive. And I hate to jump to episode 3, but I hate that, you know, shout out to Herbs for Health. Shout out to my wife. Yeah, appreciate it. I love the show. I love the show. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, they can perform for the rest of their life. But I hate that and you know, going back to Jay, I got so many stuff in my head about the shows. But going back to Jay, Coco's son, you know, he really driven. But they trying to give him reality about it. And they want him to really pursue his dreams as a dentist. But he don't, I guess he don't want a normal job, but he has to start somewhere in order to finance his career. You know, you have to pay for a promotion, you got to pay for all these types of things. And he's not at the age where he's really thinking about all those things at once. So yeah. And so we got to go to Tiny, because I don't want to go to Tamika and Latasha yet, because that's a whole lot going on. But Tiny, you know, wife of T.I., it's good to see the parts where they show her as the mother, and she trying to work her blender in the kitchen and stuff like that. And her daughter got a pretty good voice. They showed a little clip of her singing, you know, going to the next cut of the show. And that was interesting to see her, you know, with her kids. Of course, T.I. Apollo was real busy, and you know, he wasn't really on the show that much. But they showed clips of him, you know, from their show, their reality show. But it seemed like Tiny and Taj, you know, they the most easy, you know, to get along with as far as all of them. You know, Coco has her little attitude sometimes, you know, her sassiness. And I like they show her outside of the show, you know, with her friends in Virginia Beach. You know, how she's just having fun with her friends and stuff. So it's good to see those parts of, you know, her life. says Coco putting him on the show. That's helping him, with the music. If his if his mother was a singer, yeah. If his mother was a singer, Coco, he'll have to do this stuff on his own. Appreciate it. Yeah, I love this show, and I appreciate you for coming up here. And Candy, she got her own YouTube show on YouTube called Speaking on It. It's pretty good speaking on it, and she's giving her background, her point of view from what's going on. Herbs for Health says the thing about the son is that he has an advantage because of his mom. Some people don't have that privilege to just drop. Yeah, and let me know if y'all think he's being kind of spoiled. Being kind of spoiled with that. Let me know. But it's good to see Tiny with her family, and like I said, Taj and Tiny, it seems like they're the most they like the mama. They experience dealing with the kids and stuff like that, and they have that mother nature with them. Appreciate y'all comments. Appreciate it's coming in. And also, if you want to do super chat, I would appreciate that as well. Coco realized she's stronger, the group with SWV, than a solo artist, because nobody support her solo like they did with SWV. Tasha needs to realize that. Yep. True. And so, like, Coco and Latasha is kind of similar in a way. They kind of like, they're nothing without me. SWV is nothing without SWV is nothing without Coco, and Xscape is nothing without Latasha. I think more of the SWV part. I think without Coco, I don't think SWV would be SWV. Because Coco is like the voice of SWV. But I think if Latasha left Xscape, I think it wouldn't be that much of a change, because her sister sounds similar to her as far as that churchy tone and stuff like that. I think she can cover a lot of her songs, her solo parts on the songs. And plus, like Candy pointed out on on Speak on It, she did do a lot of the leads on the first album, or the first two albums. I believe on the third album, I think Latasha did more of the leads. Like on Joe's song "Softest Place on Earth," I believe she sung the lead on that one, Latasha. And so her sister does sound similar to her. And so we're gonna get to the sisters. We're gonna get to them sisters, Latasha and Tamika. Tamika, she's broken, and a lot of the scenes with her mom and Latasha, she kind of goes back to when she was younger. She kind of get a flashback, the way she's reacting to what they say. She's kind of going back to when she was real young, dealing with these issues. And her mom, and you can tell obviously from the show that her mom really takes Latasha's side a lot. You say you feel bad for Tamika. Yep. Xscape still selling out on tours. Everybody can sing and Xscape. No lead singer. True. No lead singer. Plus, Candy and Tiny became bigger than the group. Candy and Tiny won a Grammy. Yeah, they wrote No Scrubs for TLC. Tiny, Candy, and Tamika was not support to success. Okay, only Tasha when they broke up. Yeah, I think Tamika had like a think Tamika had like a single a few years ago. It was pretty good, but it didn't really get a lot of promotion, like Tamika wanted. But going back to their situation, and you can see in that scene where Tamika and her daughter, what's her daughter, Ocean? I forgot how to pronounce it, but her daughter, they went to the house, and the mama and Latasha was there, and they had a heated discussion, and Latasha felt like Tamika was body shaming her at a point. She felt like she was being body shamed at a certain moment in her career, a certain moment where Tamika and Tamika and Candy, they got locked out of their, or Tamika and Tiny. It was y'all let me know. I forgot that part. But two of them was locked out of their room because of certain issues or something like that. And Latasha seemed like she didn't care, and so Tamika got an attitude about it. And Tamika got an attitude about that. And then about I guess they had received a royalty, and Candy expounded more about it. She got a royalty, Tamika, from Sound Exchange about the music they did and the tours and stuff like that. And Candy and Tamika got locked. Candy and Tamika got locked out of their trailer, and Tamika had an issue about that. And Tamika accused Latasha and her husband of stealing her money. I forgot how much it was, but they stole a lot of money from Tamika. And she said, I could have put y'all in jail, but you my sister. I'm not gonna do that to you. But she said she ain't gonna do that to her sister, but at the same time she still feel hurt, so hurt about that. And so the mama kept taking her side, talking about she jealous and stuff like that of Latasha. And it's something about that husband though, Rocky. Something about that husband I didn't really like. He seemed like he kind of was sneaky and kind of really influencing Latasha's decisions, Latasha's thoughts, really mentally controlling Latasha, even when it got to $30,000. Yeah, that's the part I forgot to talk about. Tamika was pregnant at the time, and Tamika was pregnant at the time, and she really needed that money at that time. And she found out that they had got her money in the mail, and Tamika was like, I could have put y'all in jail. And so the mama was kind of taking Latasha's side, talking about like, no, that's not true, and talking about she's the fifth member in the group, but she went on tour with them and stuff like that. She went on tour with them and experiencing those issues. Yeah, he looked sneaky. Rocky. Yeah. Even when Latasha was recording, because Latasha was, trying to get a record deal at Motown Gospel, and he just jumped in there, wanted to talk to Latasha. She's in a whole studio session recording, and he just bust in there trying to act all crazy. Yep. Appreciate you. Yeah, you saying things I'm forgetting. Tiny's mom is the one who signed them up, to get those royalties, and Tiny is the one who made sure they got the royalties. Yep, you right about that. And Candy talked about that on Speak on It. Yep. And yeah, and so you get to episode 3 where the mom, goes to Tamika's house and they have a little get together, and Tamika gets fed up. She gets fed up about yeah, she gets fed up about those things. And she talks to her mom over dinner and says, if you keep doing these things, I gotta walk away from you. I can't no longer talk to you like been talking to you or coming to your house. And so that really hit the mom, and she really, but I don't know. I think she's acting like so sensitive to Tamika at the moment, and then she might flip around later on. I don't know about that mama. I think I don't know. I think that mama, I don't know, something about her. I think she's kind of, sensitive to her on that certain moment, and then she probably can flip, when Latasha's in the picture. That's what I feel. But I might be wrong. All the parents can say they are the 5th member. Tiny can say that because she got the group back. Yep. Hot and cold. Yeah, her mom is hot and cold. Cause I think if Latasha was in there, she probably still would be the same way. The mama say, yeah, she's still kind of hurt about, she's still kind of hurt about the daddy leaving them. Latasha, Tamika's mom, still hurt about, them leaving. Him leaving, the household. And Tamika looks just like the daddy. And so probably when the mom looks at her, she thinks she's looking at her dad. And I think that happens in a lot of households. Like if the daddy leave and some of the kids look like the daddy, they're like, they look at the daddy like, the child like, the daddy, because it look just like him. So, and that can happen. And so, yeah, that happened on that episode. Tiny's mama can be the 5th member. She's making sure they got their money. But at the same time, she knows that Latasha and Rocky may have stolen the money, and she's not on Tamika's side about it. And that's the issue about that. And also Taj kind of meets up with Latasha at the museum, and Latasha tells Taj about the record deal with Motown Gospel. And I don't know why Latasha can't do both. Why Latasha can't do both? Why she can't do Motown Gospel, be a recording artist, and be a part of Xscape. But I think the issue is that she don't really want to be in Xscape no more. And I wish she just go ahead and say, I don't want to do Xscape no more. I have issues with everybody in the group. But I think the only one she's cool with is Tiny. She don't really mess with Candy either. The Scott sister mom got a cut of the money. I believe that. I think she probably got some hush money. She probably got some hush money, and ain't really saying nothing to Tamika. I believe that because she's always on Latasha's side. But Latasha had some issues in the past as far as her weight, and she talked about that. She said that a fan talking about, who's that big girl? She can sing. And I think that really hit, Latasha. Yeah, why she can't do both? She act like they are the enemy. Yeah. And Candy talks about that. It seems like every time she, gets a solo artist, get a solo artist deal or something like that, she acts funny. And going back to the first episode, they had a little get together, and they was like, who's in, on this tour, Xscape and WV, SWV. And she had like, she didn't want to, she said, oh, we got issues that we got to deal with it within, Xscape. And yeah. And she had like, she didn't want to do it at the time. So, that was the full issue, Latasha. That was a full issue, on the first episode. Latasha didn't want to do anything. Tasha just needs to stay solo. Yeah, true. Don't come back at all. Xscape don't need you at all. Plus, it's more money for the three of them. True. And I think if Latasha leave, maybe Candy and Tiny may be more agreeable on the co-headline agreement. Maybe if she leave, they may be more susceptible to that agreement. And so to that final scene, going back, Lily, she had a scene with her son. Her son is an aspiring rapper. He want to do music, and she really wants him to do stuff on his own as well. Not just depend on Lily because of her name being part of SWV, but she really want him to go out there and do his own thing. And Lily talks about the time when SWV had a little drought and she was homeless, and she had to sleep in her car, and she had always slept outside at the Yankees stadium. She talks about that, and that was very good to hear. And that's something that a lot of aspiring musicians and artists should hear. That is, it may look like people are the glitz and glamour, but you don't know what these artists is going through behind closed doors. It look like they're rich and have everything, but money is not everything. Yeah, Tasha grew up in church. Yep, they don't accept. I've been trying 20 years or something, but I didn't become Beyonce. Yeah, true. But yeah, Latasha, she been trying, and she said in the past that that Candy kind of sabotaged her solo career back in the 90s when Latasha was trying to get a record deal back then. Latasha liked to say she's Beyonce the group. Yeah, I could tell because she got that blonde hair, and she be dressing, but she be like, everybody be dressing all normal. She come in with all this head to toe, all dressed up head to toe. But yeah, I think they'd be good without her. But Candy had an issue, and this is the big issue now. Candy had an issue with SWV and Xscape being co-headlines and headlines in the tour headliners. And SWV managers, they was like, why don't we co-headline this show? But Xscape was like, no, we want to be the headline. And Candy kind of talked about that more on her Speak On It show on YouTube, really talking about that, how they was co-headlines for different other tours. Why we want to do co-headline this time. And I kind of see what Candy's talking about, but at the same time, this is something different. Why can't you just settle for that? This time, you can always do another tour where you're a headline. And Taj was like, why we can't just co-headline this show? Coco in her Coco fashion. She just snapped, and she's like, we sold 30 million records. And I ain't gonna say the other words she said, but she said, we sold so many records, we should be headlining this thing. But Candy's point is, y'all been opening for us. Why now? You want to be co-headline. And so Candy really spoke facts, because Xscape always be headliners and always get paid more. But the issue is, why they can't just co-headline this tour. I believe SWV deserve to be co-headline. That's what I believe. Candy is telling the truth, but if they get paid the same, promoter will want to pay them less for tour. They get 3 to 4 more times. They get paid 3 to 4 times more than SWV. Yeah, really think they should co-headline. Yeah. Yeah, I think they should just do it together this time. And let me know any points that I forgot to talk about. It was so much going on in the show. Let me know some other things about what happened, because I may forget some stuff. But Latasha, she kind of thinks she's the Beyonce of the group. I can see that. I'm an SWV fan. But they opened up for BBD and Brian McKnight. Yeah, true. And maybe some stuff I don't see. I mean, obviously I don't see behind the scenes, why Candy feel the way she feel. But I believe, they should just do the co-headline, co-headliner thing. Even, if they open up, if they were headline for these different events. What's up, Darian? Let me know if you saw the show SWV and Xscape. Let me know if you saw that show. But yeah. I think they should co-headline the show. Yeah, let me know any other points that I forgot about the show. Xscape need an Xscape. Yeah, but those types of groups, they can sing they hits forever, and they be good. They can sing those songs forever and they be good. They got so many songs in their catalog. They can go for years. Ursula said, "Why, Darian?" Yeah. I think they could still go. And a lot of people kind of said that Candy can't sing. Candy got a unique voice. Candy, it had to get on. I had to get into her voice to really recognize how good she is. No, but I've been seeing all the messy back and forth. Yeah. And also Candy and Tamar have been having a lot of issues as well. We got to look how each person individual after the group ended. Candy was writing for Pink, TLC, Boys, and so many others. Yeah, and I think that, I don't know, Candy, she kind of rubbed that in too much to me, as far as this collaborative effort, as far as SWV and Xscape on the tour. I mean, even though she wrote for so many people, she wrote for TLC, she wrote for Destiny's Child, Bills. Still, in a way, I think, people will like her more if she just sometimes, and I know she's probably been hurt a lot, taken advantage of in the past, but she don't really have to say that, all the time. Oh, I've wrote for them, I deserve more. Sometimes, they already have a lot of money. I believe, why can't they just co-headline this tour? Maybe they have to have a smaller budget. Maybe the show can't be as extravagant, if they're paying, getting paid less. And so, yeah, Coco snapped. Coco said, "We sold 30 million records." She wrote that in. but Candy said they didn't really sell that many. She saw the records, she saw the receipts, and so yeah. But it's pretty interesting. Pretty interesting, you know. I don't know they did a show. I didn't know they did a show with Salt and Pepper. Yeah. But yeah, I didn't know that either. But yeah, that's what I got from the show. And I, like I said, I like seeing them outside of, you know, the music. Seeing their families. You know, Lily has a close relationship with her sister. I like seeing that clip. You know, she talks about how they, you know, when she first got her first money, she bought her a big bed, you know, a nice bed, because, you know, all her life she didn't really get to have her own bed. So I like those parts showing, you know, where they came from. And you know, Taj seemed like she's very, very satisfied with living in Tennessee with her husband and the son. You know, I could tell, you know, Todd's son and her really has a close mother and son relationship. I like seeing that scene as well. I like seeing Candy still in her element, you know, as far as, you know, working on music and so forth like that. You know, seeing Todd, shout out to Todd, still doing his thing. So it was good seeing the family, you know, showing Candy's son, you know, he got his own YouTube channel. And so I like that Candy promoting them on her show as well on YouTube channel. She promoting those things. And she talking about, please promote Latasha, cause Latasha talking about Candy always sabotaging her career, her solo career. And Candy behind those sneak sarcastic comments too. I noticed that she got those sneak. Yeah. When I see Candy speak on it, they got a plaque for selling out 28. Yeah, the Great Xscape tour. Yeah, they sold out 28 arenas. Yep. Yeah, so that was good. She showed the background. She showed the receipts of how many you know, they shows they sold out. So that was good. That was good to see. And said but Coco cannot talk because she said she should get paid more than the other two girls because she's the lead. Yeah, Candy had her issues on their show as well, because she thought, you know, there was nothing without her. And it's kind of true. Why don't none of the female groups like SWV? Yeah, I know. I don't get that. SWV is a classic group. Of course, yeah, they're a classic group. I don't know why you know, they hate on SWV. I don't get that. But yeah, I think they should co-headline the show. Xscape worried about everything but voice lessons. Yeah, that it seemed like they never showed them rehearsing, but they didn't hardly get along, and so, you know, we didn't see that as far as the show is concerned. The groups probably don't like SWV because they get paid more than SWV. I guess, yeah. Xscape can sing, keep it. Let's keep it real. See, like Darren going back and forth with everybody in here. Xscape can sing, let's keep it real. So Tia, yeah, I could tell you're a true Xscape fan. Yeah. Saying what? Xscape could sing. I think they all of them got their unique sound, you know. SWV, Coco is the lead. They really don't pay attention to the, yep. But Latasha pointed out, a lot of songs that Taj did sing, some solo parts. She did sound good. She sounded good. They sound fine to me, Darren. Yeah. But they all got their unique tone. Tamika and Latasha is like church, they like church. Candy is like urban R&B. Tiny is like R&B. She got that smooth tone. But Latasha and Tamika is straight church, But Tamika, she got a strong voice as well. She stands on her own. I can say she stands on her own. SWV can sing. If y'all heard the album I Missed Us, Lily got a few solo parts. Yeah, Coco is SWV. Yeah, I think, like I said earlier, if Coco leaves SWV, I don't think it's no SWV without Coco. They can't replace Coco. And I think if Latasha leaves Xscape, I think, they can go on without Latasha. You can hear continued continuity and fusion, whether in unison or harmony. True. They can all sing, man. Yeah. But I think they can go on without Latasha. They don't need Latasha to me. I'm a SWV fan, one of my favorite, but they understand business. Yeah, Candy's a businesswoman. That's why she say the things she say. She want things to flow a certain way. Candy's a businesswoman, but I think it's sometimes getting in the way of her being more collaborative, with SWV. And what y'all think about that? Give me y'all true opinion on, the headliner thing. Should they co-headline or should Xscape be the lead? And Candy talked about, the people talking about her with Jermaine Dupri and stuff like that. Saying she can't sing and all this stuff. But it was a lot of talented group. Does Xscape understand business? Who told y'all Jermaine Dupri they own their masters? Yeah, Candy did say she had left, the So Def in Colombia, but yeah, I gotta get my charger. My computer about to go down. But yeah, I think Candy, she understands a lot of the business. I think SWV, that like Tia just saying, SWV doesn't own their masters either. Yeah, a lot of these groups don't own their masters. And I think Xscape, a lot of their songs is on, because Jermaine Dupri did write a lot of their songs, starting off with. I think they should co-headline because it hasn't been done, as far as I know, with them. Yeah, just do a new thing, why not, co-headline? Y'all doing this show together. Why not do a tour together? So, SWV got to put their fees up. Yeah, they could get more. They just got to be more serious about their business, and Xscape is serious about their business. So, if they want to mess with, they two different groups. Xscape is more business. Tiny is business. Candy is business. I I don't know about Latasha and Tamika, but Candy and Tiny is business. You know, they got their own reality shows. Candy's with Housewives of Atlanta, Real Housewives of Atlanta, and Tiny got her own show with T.I. And so, you know, they about their business. But I think with this situation, I think they could be more sacrificial. You know, God says I do a new thing. Yep, you right. SWV didn't write their music. Xscape didn't either, cause they wasn't allowed to. So when you say who can take the lead, which group you talking about, Darian? But I think, like I said, SWV is nothing without Coco, and Coco knows it. I agree with Tia. They know it. Just like Babyface wrote Boys to Man, their best music. Yep. UFC match, what the word there. Yeah. But yeah, it was interesting. These shows was interesting. I can't wait to see what happens. I believe Tamika Mama, she's gonna go back to her old ways. You know, she act all lovey-dovey in this one. She kind of got soft to Tamika on this one. I think she's gonna go back to her ways. Honestly, yeah, Babyface wrote for everyone. You know, he's the king of. You know, he wrote a lot of stuff. Yeah, Xscape fights over every solo, and Tamika expressed that. You know, she was just taking up for her sister. Now she feels like she shouldn't take up, you know, for her sister because of what she's done, and sad to see that. Yep. Babyface wrote, yeah, Tony Braxton music. That's true. That's true. Yeah, but I can't wait to see what happens in episode 4. You know, will they agree to a co-headliner deal? You know, the promoters and stuff like that, or will SWV give in and say, oh yeah, y'all can do a headliner? But from where, you know, what they're talking, you know, the way they talking, you know, talking about the show, it sounds like they didn't go on with the tour. That's what it sounds like from, you know, their YouTube videos and stuff like that. But Ursula Health said, I hope they do. Prince wrote all of his music and did everything on. Yep. But yeah, and it's sad, you know, see how they did Prince. You know, as far as the record, you know, Warner Brothers and stuff like that. And so Prince had to do everything himself, and he was teaching a lot of other artists. You know, I believe DMX, Neo. You know, he was trying to tell them, you know, and he wouldn't work with nobody if they didn't own their own music. You know, Prince would tell you that. You know, he wouldn't mess with you if you didn't own your own music. And so, yeah, it's interesting to see. I hope they do the joint tour and joint album together. I don't know about a joint album, and I don't know about them singing each other's songs, cause people gonna want them to sing their own songs on the tour. I believe how this could really work good if they had all the same band, the same setup on the stage, and it's very cohesive, and that, you know, SWV sings a song and then they kind of goes into Xscape. You know, they can come up and sing a song, and they all have the same backdrops, and you know, the bands play all the songs. I think that's how it could work. Jimmy Jam and Terry, yep. Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis. You really know your stuff, your music. I like that. Darren, do you think they should co-headline? Yeah, Darren, let me know if you think they should co-headline. Let me know if you're still up here. Yeah, Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis is legendary producers. I believe they just got the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, or the Songwriters Hall of Fame, one of those. But yeah, Jimmy Jam, Terry Lewis, they big, as far as Janet Jackson, New Edition, Boyz II Men, On Bended Knee, extraordinary producers. So yeah, let me know some stuff I forgot about in the show. But yeah, appreciate y'all for tuning in. I just want to talk about this show, the first 3 episodes, cause it was very good. And like I said, that Rocky, Latasha's husband, he seemed kind of sneaky. He seemed like, cause you could tell by the conversations he's very defensive, because he jumped right into Candy and all this stuff, and kind of persuasive about Latasha, continuing with the group. I think he's very persuasive, for Latasha. I think he's very persuasive about her opinions, about her decisions, about Candy, about Tamika. And I think it shouldn't be that way. And I think he got a little ties with the mama too. I think he telling her some stuff too. You said what Candy said. She first got back with Xscape. She said Xscape only got successful albums. None of our albums ever flopped. Yeah, I remember that. She said that. And she got facts though. She got facts. Cause I think SWV third album didn't really do that well. Facts. But yeah, I can't wait to see what happens on this 4th episode. Hopefully they continue, and hopefully Candy and Tamika, Latasha and Tamika reconcile, things. Candy said people only our classic music. They don't want new music. TLC new album flop. Yeah, nobody really, it's hard kind of when a part of their group is gone. RIP, rest in peace, Left Eye. After she passed, a big part of their group was gone. Even though she didn't sing a lot, she did most of the rap parts and stuff like that. She still was an intricate part of TLC, and so it's sad to see her pass away. TLC should never did a new album. I believe it. I remember at one time they were trying to look for a new replacement for Left Eye, but it didn't work. But I wouldn't say they should never do a new album. I think it's just the songs. They gotta have the right songs. Maybe go back to their original producers like Dallas Austin, Babyface, JD. I think that'll work. I want to see Invo, SWV. That's a lot of money going around. I don't know if that's going to happen unless they do one show. I don't think that's going to work out. It's too much. That's too much going on. Invo, SWV, Xscape, and TLC on tour together. It might work. I don't know. I don't know about that. Yeah, I don't know about that. TLC would be the headliners. I don't know about that either. I don't know about that. But I think they should all be headliners. Honestly, I think they all contribute You know, I think they all contribute greatly to the 90s sound. All of them. And I think they should be, like I keep saying, they all should be co-headliners if they're going to do a show like that. Especially because they did this show. Mona Scott wanted to put them together to do this tour. And, yeah, I get your point. They all don't get paid the same. True. Yep. But appreciate y'all for watching. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Like I always say, tell your mom, your dad, your sister, your brother, your cousins, those who love music. Subscribe to my channel, Music Tips and Reviews with JG. So I'm gonna give y'all my review for the next episodes later on. You think Diana Ross would say, "Let me get paid the same as Patty," or that's a point. Shaka will curse everyone out. Yeah, those artists don't play though. They're legendary artists. So I agree with that. I see your point. Appreciate you. Good show, JG. Appreciate it. Shout out to my wife, Herbs for Health. Diana Ross about her money. All about her money. Yep. So yeah, I can't wait to talk about the next episodes. 4 through however long it is. But yeah, it's pretty interesting to see the background, where they come from and their families, their husbands. Jodeci might not want to get paid the same way as Silk. Yeah, I can see that. Jodeci is legendary. I can see that. But yeah, appreciate y'all for watching. This live show. I thought I'd do it live so I can see y'all input on these discussions about these episodes. They covered a lot in these episodes, and it was very structured, very well. Appreciate you. And tell other people about my channel, Music Tips and Reviews with JG. Appreciate y'all for watching. Both of them are legendary groups, and it's good to see them together on this show. And so yeah, appreciate y'all. They both did legendary music, classic music. And so looking forward to do these next episodes review. And so yeah, it's gonna be drama. Yeah, Michael Jackson and Prince. Yeah, it'll be a lot of drama. But appreciate y'all for tuning in to another episode of Music Tips and Reviews with JG. Please subscribe to my channel. Also, please support. I got Cash App. If you have a request, you want me to, review a video, a song, music, let me know, and I'll review it for you. And until next time, all right, peace.